Yeah, traurig.
Come on then, lads, come on! Yeah!
Get ready, Dave! Off for Dave! Josh! Following Josh! Josh! Look where the nine's ended up! Nico! 10, Nico! What's that for? Coach! What is that for? He touched the plane, did he? Kicking the ball. Kick the ball away. Go on, Woodside! Go on! Sam Williams, follow it! Sam, go! If he don't follow you, he'll get followed! Come inside to receive there! He started behind you, landed on the ball!
Johnny, take it! Take it!
Anti-man!
Yes, go on! Yes!
Good football! Ash, well done! Come on, Ash! Well done,
He's got to go.
What are they doing? Seriously? What is that all about? Zach! You're ball watching! Chase him down, Josh! You'll get it, Josh!
Let's go, come on, let's go! Ready, talk! Keep it deep!
Very different win from last week, but no less satisfying.
Yeah, I think we take more out of that win, if I'm being honest. I mean, obviously them type of games last week, self-motivating really. Opposition you're playing against, and obviously the disappointment of the game before. I think, you know, it was a pretty easy game to motivate yourself for, but this week was a different one. It had its adversity. We had our difficulty in the game. You know, when you've had such a good performance and good result, it's really difficult to, you know, to replicate it and back it up, and to go down to 10 men as early as we did. You know, we really had to dig deep for that win, and you know, the performance of the 10 involved in the second half I thought was outstanding. I've just said that to them. You know, where we was at half time, you know, 10 v 11, facing, you know, a real difficult 45. That's more likely the biggest performance and win of our season.
Would you say that when in the second half, when their tall centre forward went off, that was a pivotal point in the game? It didn't seem like they had a plan B.
For sure. I think they had an identity. They went from back to front very, very quickly, and they had a focal point to do that with. You know, when he leaves the pitch, you can't continue to keep playing the same ball, which they did, and sort of played into our hands a lot. You know, I thought in terms of ball possession and retention, it was us with a more threatening possession, us with the better play, and you know, they definitely should have maybe made some adjustments on the back of losing the big nine, but I was just really pleased with the way we went about our jobs, and how, you know, together we were, and how resilient we were, and scored two really good goals. I mean, obviously Josh has not give up a ball. You know, he's made an average ball into a very, very good ball and finished brilliantly, and the passage of play that led up to Ollie's goal and the finish was excellent. So, you know, it's a really well earned 3 points today, and like you just said, no more important than the 3 points we gained last week.
And then we move on Monday to Wingate Finchley away. Always a tough place for us to grind a result at in the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, there was a side that, you know, we was quite successful against, sort of, you know, up to a couple of years ago, and all of a sudden it's become a difficult game for us. But we have our own motives and our own objectives to gain 3 points. I think in looking at the league and looking where it's at, you know, maybe playoffs are beyond them, you know, but you never write anyone off. I mean, I think a couple of years ago they went on an unbelievable run and made the playoffs, Wingate. So, you know, we don't take them lightly. We know it's a difficult game. We know there's it's a local derby, and there's a little bit of grudge there, which is good, football grudge that is. So, you know, it's a tough game, and you know, there's a lot of tired bodies in that change room on the back of, you know, that 45 that we've had to put together, and it'll be about managing that and doing the best we can with a squad. Wingate have obviously had a breather with no game on Friday, so they'll be going into the game fresh and ready, and we've got to make sure we're where we need to be to match that. But we've got a lot of quality in our side at present. I think you're seeing that, and you're seeing it come through. So, you know, we've got to get ourselves a performance that warrants a win, and that's what we'll be looking for.
Gary, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.